I've been living in the world so long with that knowing, and I feel like it's saved my life. Well, this doesn't fit in the logical world, right? Like,
there's no such entity as the devil. And I was like,
It's because we are all so different. Yeah, they bring so much. There's so much joy to all of it.
But if you are not waking up going, I'm excited, like I'm doing my thing, then you will be miserable. And then that's why you need to discover whatever it is you need to discover, like your thing.
Physiologically proven is like if you're stressed, you can switch on your parasympathetic nervous system, which is what calms you down, right?
You know what I mean? Like those type of things, you think they're silly and they're like a joke, but it's like when you're like coming back and you're like, wait, am I in the right place?
This is Code Calling, a spiritual podcast with a twist. This podcast may not be suitable for children due to some of the language and themes discussed within it. Here are your hosts, Sahar, Kathy, and Jay.
And we're live. 3, 2, 1. Catherine, Jay.
Balls to the wall!
There's our beginning for every episode.
No, I actually love it. Yes, it could be something like that because immediately you actually activate people's like either the fuck or like, oh, that's funny. I don't even know what they're laughing, but laughing is very contagious because it actually pulls from the heart. So I love that idea. And what I was saying is for people to see us. Why? Because they connect visually. When they connect visually, they can access certain aspects within their heart. When they connect audibly, right, or hearing you, they access other parts of their heart. They can actually connect to your heart, but through here, which is actually deeper too. But when you connect all of them, visual, you access a lot more. So that means you can go, hey, as if they were here. And that's why it works. That's why podcasts, it's like podcast, just listening. But yeah, all the great ones are like podcasts with vision.
Well, they do both now, yeah.
There's a reason for it.
In fact, Spotify has a commentator, for example.
And there's a reason for that. I think the beauty of that is showing up one day, whatever it's called to you. I think real is an occurrence here. In this grid, real. It's
real. Real. See, people should see me go real.
Yeah, no, people should, because so many people, you have, and I say it, it sounds so gay all the time, but you have this beauty to you that is far beyond earth, but it's palpable, the word, like you can just feel it. And it's like, it's so real because it's so like, it's like there's this goofiness, but there's this power, and then there's this softness to it, and it's just like,
it's authentic.
It's so authentic.
That's very sweet.
It's authentic.
But I feel that it would do a lot for your soul, for your heart, to see it from others.
Yeah.
For others to show you.
Taking a leap to all of this. That's what's emerged for me. It's like, and I had a reading from somebody else. I was sharing with her, someone that I was following on Instagram, and I actually booked a session with that person. They did a reading and sort of like validated some of the things, right? It's like how it hit me was like, brought me to tears because I just recognized it to be true, and but it was along the lines of that, like your visual is just as important.
And one day you can come looking like a goddamn queen that you are, and one day you can be coming like a hobo that you also play a role in.
Yeah.
And I think that gives people the permission to not have to be in a box, to be like, you are supposed to look like this because you do that. Right. And it's like, I'm the queen of the hobos. So.
Yeah, that's the thing that that way you're not performing, you're not on.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I think that we all bring something so beautiful because we're so the same yet so different in so many ways. Like, I keep telling you were meant to be experienced, felt and heard, but really experienced. And experience, you can be playing your guitar and I'm hearing you, and I can also be experiencing you. You can be speaking about the most ridiculous thing and I'm experiencing you. An aspect of you, but then you go like smarty pants on, and but that's the reach, that's the beauty of having access to so many people hearing you, seeing you, experiencing you, right? And just from what you're wearing, and just from what you're wearing can be just a call to someone like, oh, or she's a bigger body. And she dresses like this. Immediately you get permission of that. Or she is a spiritual teacher and she speaks like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Like, I have children and I can say that or I can do that. You give permission to be authenticity, real, is the currency here in this grid, because there's so many bots and they're infiltrating so many beings, especially. Have you guys heard the term iPad children?
Yes, it's the Generation Alpha. That's my daughter is Generation Alpha.
She's not part of that. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no. I'm not being sassy.
No, I don't think you're being sassy.
What I'm getting at is, we're not talking about the same thing.
Okay.
There may be somehow...
That's what they call Generation Alpha, so it's the kids born between 2010 and 20...
Okay, well, she's not part of it because she doesn't have it in her coding. Like, I mean, she could have tendencies of it, but she's not of it, because she wouldn't have been able to be a channel in the way she was the other day. So, but these children, because from birth are so coded through the mirror, the black mirror, they're not able to bring in a lot of source energy. They still have a leakage of it, right? Because they are incarnated here, but they're in between what was in the new grid. So they're kind of body. They're a little AI. A little body. They're a little body. Yeah.
See, and like when you have this sort of like on an audio podcast, you wouldn't know what's happening. This could be
what's happening.
She's heating up my coffee that got cold in the healthiest way possible. And the cup is in a pot of boiling water.
Well, looky here. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, both of you. Both of you.
Oh my God.
Both of you. Hold on. Do not pee, because it's perfection.
This is crazy.
Oh, it's perfection.
Can I look?
And there's 3.
Am I allowed to look now?
No.
What the heck?
Where'd you find these?
What are you doing?
Okay, you can open your eyes now. And there's 3 crowns.
How did you get that?
How'd you get 5? What am I wearing? 4?
You're wearing the king's, pope's,
and I'm a
crown.
5.
Yeah.
You said so.
Well, I can see it, but I can't see mine. What am I wearing?
Well,
Take it off. Look at it.
You are wearing...
I gave you, just because you're male energy and
it
so
balances
sacred.
out the...
Well, I actually told you that we need remember I said that the males are dying to be reborn? And it's like you're showing up as a leader of the D.
Oh, Lord.
That's my scepter.
Right.
I see it, and that's exactly why I gave it to you, just so you know. So I love that you. I love that
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Here's my scepter. It curves this way. Too good.
Too good. It's a 6.
It is a 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that stand for anything?
I just grabbed him. I knew that one was for him,
Well,
and I saw 5 and 6, and I was like,
Cool.
she's a 5, especially because of the 5.
She is a 5.
I know she's a 5.
And you're not a 6. You're an 11.
Yet.
I have a ton of 6 energy, Jay.
I just love 6 because it's so misunderstood, and it's like 666 is like divine love energy, and people are like, oh, 666, and I'm like, no.
I'm always like, maybe the devil, and I'm like, did you know that Ledbetter said that the devil doesn't exist? Like, there's no such entity. I'm like,
Exactly.
I'm like, check.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
But I think he opposite. Have you read that book, The Inner Life? I have it.
I've not read it.
Thank you for the translation.
I have it. That was one of the books that was recommended when I first took Arhatic, and I bought it. Oh no, even before that, I bought it before I took Arhatic, and I was like, at first it was kind of slow, but I went like 50 pages in, because it's thick, and I was just like. Yep, that is what she said. And but yeah, that was one of the chapters, and it was like just super captivating.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, it's like the devil. There's no such entity as the devil. And I was like, just wanted to do that. This is why I'm on the show.
No, it's too good. It's because we are all so different. Yeah, they bring so much. There's so much joy to all of it. And the beauty of it too, off record, on record, is that we are actually students under an umbrella that brings a lot of grace and compassion to the world and beyond. Because, our little brain goes, oh, the earth. But it's like, no. The work that we're doing here is far beyond the earth. So it's just kind of like, I love that we would get to influence and change the world through our joy, through our art, through our music, through our words, our poetry, our dance. And it's like, for just because. That's it. Because the world is ready. The world has been prepped for people like us that are willing to serve without an agenda of any source, of any. It's just really pure love, and it's like, here I am. I knew you were going to say that.
Walking like a hurricane.
I love this so much. Notice how the triad just kind of strengthened. I started with my...
My brain was like, do I go grab the guitar?
Yeah, and I can totally see...
What?
But we cannot go... We cannot... Yes, but listen, it cannot go over 15 seconds. We cannot pay those rights.
Speaking rights, though, like if you play any music or someone else's...
Yeah, you know that.
Someone
like,
else's music.
Yeah, someone else's. So you have up to 15 seconds?
Yep.
It's yeah, and I don't even think it's seconds. I think it's like 8 bars, which maybe if you average it to like
I think it's about because
I think it's 8 bars. And this is why a band like Sublime used to get into trouble because they sampled like so heavily in the 90s.
Okay.
And it was just like they just
on our show, they just like when I was working on TV, they just told us 15 seconds is the top.
Yeah.
And they were like, to be safe, do 12. I'm like, okay, but it's 15.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you know this is your field. But just to go back to it, I think that whether you consider it or not, we are characters of
totally
right. So like you should totally have a guitar always accessible. You should always have tools that you can just pick up in whatever moment and make it happen.
I think
that she should have like an easel right there. Like if she feels like drawing while we're talking, people can be part of it. Why? Because people will say, I would love to buy that piece, and boom, done, it's sold while you're just being yourself, creating through this field, this tunnel.
I might have music too.
And I love that. And let your heart speak and like sing and dance. You're so special.
We're working on it.
You're so sacred.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And these are the things that I think it's like when I don't know what you call it, but when the superheroes get together, it's like the powers start to come in. You know?
Avengers, assemble!
This is sort of like a...
How come nobody's hand touched? Like, what happened?
We did.
You know, one of my favorite...
The aura of the hands.
okay.
You didn't even have to just like...
One of my favorite cartoons growing up was Captain Planet, but I watched it in Spanish, so I think it's Captain Planet.
Captain Planeta.
Sí. And the rings would go together. Yeah.
You know with Wonder Twins. Have you seen Wonder Twins?
And
Wonder Twin
the Care Bears, right? It's the same.
And they would both touch hands, and it's...
I don't know.
But they would form of like, which is kind of weird. One would always be like some form of water or a block of ice or some water, and the other one, but either way, it's the activate.
Yeah. I love that.
Care Bears did that.
I didn't know that. I used to love. I love those.
I mean, it was always like 5s, right? Care Bears.
Get together.
5.
Power Rangers. Power Rangers. I guess they had a 6th Power Ranger at some point. I don't know.
I don't recall. I stopped watching.
Someone's kid needed a
roll.
entry level. Like, you'd be the 6th Power Ranger.
Power Ranger.
This is so Bulgarian too. It's kind of Indian too.
I love it. But I think that would be really cool to have like aspects of what we kind of embody or like bring to our embodiment here on earth to just kind of be part of that space that spaciousness there, right? Like the tools and an amp, like just to create a scenery for you, like when we're looking, and then you know what I mean?
I was following. I thought there was going to be more context because my mind went when you said like scenery, and I was like decor. I was thinking decor.
Yeah. But like it's almost like we're all in it. But once I like raw and uncut. I really do.
That is.
I love when she's trying to follow this, and it's like raw and uncut.
No, her gears are spinning. Look at this. She's already like.
She didn't. Yeah, but she did not know what I meant by raw and uncut.
She's doing like logistics.
An uncircumcised penis would be raw and uncut.
Yes, okay, I see.
No, I thought you knew that.
I do like real like. My favorite thing of filming, because I also love the concept of like filming and stuff. And whenever I do like videos of things, my favorite part is all the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Like what's really happening, not like the show.
That's why she's saying raw and cut. Aside from the penis.
Yeah. Peneth.
So basically, I'm disagreeing that I like real and I like behind the scenes because that's the real part.
But that's what people want, and that's what she was saying. And I remember my sister was telling me, "Do you guys know who Brian Johnson is?" And I don't mean the AC/DC singer.
Oh yeah, the young guy.
The don't die guy.
I drank some of his power because he's convinced me. Are you going to say something?
The what?
Yeah, well, apparently he lives down the street somewhere here.
No way, Brian Johnson.
The guy that he started Venmo and sold it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know he did that.
He was a founder of Venmo. That's how he has all that money.
Why do I can afford? Because he's testing so he can stay.
Do you know how much he spends a month? It's like $1 million a month.
I'm sure. That's
$1 million a month. So apparently he lives down the street. So my sister brings it up. Like Brian Johnson, like if you follow him on like X or Twitter or whatever on social media, what she was saying, the part of why I was bringing it up, she was saying like he's unfiltered, and that's what people love because it's like he gets to say no one is raining down and like, oh, you can't say this or talk about this. There's no agenda. Like he just like he talks about what's interesting to him, and it's unfiltered, and it's not it's just not really tainted with in any way. So when you guys are talking about this, I think there's a thirst for that because obviously with media, like everything is curated. They want you to see something. They'll push a certain agenda. This kinds of stuff, like people crave it because they crave it because there's a void. Bringing it back to the void right now. So like you need to prepare now so you don't get a flat
Right. And we are in the age, by the way, of reversal. This is what people are like, oh, you're getting older and this is going to happen. I'm like, that's not my reality. Because I don't believe that. I truly do not believe that. We will live much longer than a lot of our elders did. Because, and I know this term has been so bastardized. Is it hot enough?
It's good.
Okay. Quantum jumping, and I know like it's such a little thing. Quantum leaping, right? But because the timelines again are moving so crazily, and we're in the last human epoch, it's like we have the opportunity to lead longer lives, and I'm using the word lead properly. We have the opportunity to lead longer lives here because we are the weavers, the gridders, the architects, the dancers of the new golden grid. We're weaving it, but we're not only weaving it, we're really tightening it. Our love, our hearts is what tightens it, yet we have the opportunity to live longer. And we are going to be using codes that have not yet been released here on Earth because the masses were not ready. So it would be a huge imbalance in beings here that have these codes and then others that don't. But people are going, even the people that we don't think like, but people are talking like, kind of like this in your classes, like you say aura, people know what it means. A distortion of timelines, people know what it means. And it's like, oh, damn, Thea, like I didn't know you knew. You woke now. You know what I mean? Or they're like, oh, I want to eat a little less meat. Not that, being vegetarian or this or whatever is better than anything. Yet it's like they are awakening to some sort of compassion or awareness beyond them. It's like all of a sudden it's like the spark of yet people get granted these gifts. It's a gift to be here on Earth. It's the densest planet, yet we are here in this time where we get to say, this is what it's been. Thank you. This is what we're making it be now. You know what I mean? It's like it's such a beautiful opportunity to do this. It's really like a privilege to be here. We chose to be here, and the time is now, and we get to do it through joy. It's not like you do in class. Like
it's suffering.
Yeah,
that's something I noticed too. Which is because I was telling Jay, and you know this, and we do this, and like what I was telling Jay earlier, some of it was about not just manifestation, but like there's so many words for it, self-concept or identity shifting, right? So I was just saying, just to be as quick as I can, like there's our old version self. And I was just saying, like, being funny, like a technology like Atari. Remember Atari? I don't even know if you remember Atari because
it was beyond me, but I actually have one.
It's like like one of the first, kind of like one of the first video game type thing that was really popular.
The joystick and all that. Joysticks are coming back, by the way.
I know they're bringing them all. I know. Here we go. You had to go there.
I'm gonna drink it anyway. It's my spit. It's my
Oh
spit.
my gosh. And then, but there's versions of ourselves, right? And this is what I was, how do I sum this up quickly? Wow, there's a lot of juiciness going on. Oh, wait, because I don't want that to get sprayed.
There, it's safe now. It's safe now. Sorry, continue.
Say it, don't spray it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is one of the things I wanted, like, I've been hardcore practicing. It is practice, and I want to teach it. You know, that how we say we want to, reach people or maybe do retreats or whatever.
Yep.
This is one of them. And I realized, and you guys doing the reading or what I heard today was very helpful because it rings true to me because I just feel like I've been going through a long, like so many years of like, is this going to get me somewhere? Like, what's going on? Everything I've ever taken, like, if I learned something, as I look back, I took the course that you can be the teacher of it. I don't know why, I just felt like, so I took life coaching, I took things to teach, I took all these things, not just but like I could teach and grant people that now you're a life coach. Do you know what I mean? Like I did that. So one day I feel really like, but I found myself saying like, well, what is this amounting to? Because where am I now? And so I'm part of the old world. I really get it. Like the whole world that's being broken down and destroyed right now. So meaning like, you had to suffer to make your money. You had to prove that you are worthy so that you could be here. Where's your degree? What's
your source from?
It has to be this whole...
Yeah, it has to be within the framework that was established. You couldn't be outside of that, yeah?
What? Like, and now it's like...
A bird on a wall.
Why just, like... And I didn't put this on Star, and I knew this was going to cause problems, but, we learn everything from our program, from our past, and you got to suffer to get, you got to earn. So I tried really hard. I probably made a lot of mistakes in it too, but if Star wants something, she gets it. And I questioned it. I'm like, should I tell her no? Like, you don't always get what you want? No. You because these are what you learn. Like you can't have everything you deserve. I didn't do that, and I noticed she gets what she wants.
But what a beautiful being she is.
Is that bad? Well, here's my inner old world. Like, you spoiled her. Or
no,
you didn't do this. No. Or you didn't. So what I'm saying is, those are the things I'm questioning. So now we're in manifestation. This is where I feel you and I connect definitely, Sahar. I don't know how to put it in words, and you've been really helpful in making me realize more of this is real. I just feel like I have access to information. I feel blessed. I almost feel like I shouldn't say it. Like, meaning like, if the logical world this doesn't fit in the logical world, right? Like, it's kind of like we have access to the mainframe, and everyone does to a degree.
Yeah, to a degree.
It depends on, I don't know, whatever that depends on, a part of our soul. But I feel like I can tap into it, and that's why I know something, and I can't tell you why. And I know you have that access because I just know. That's part of the knowledge. And that's why we do have a connection.
And I know you have this access,
I know.
And this is why I love you so dearly, because I'm like, you are my people.
I love you. And that is that thing. And so I've been living in the world so long with that knowing, and I feel like it's saved my life many times, the knowledge of knowing that, and I don't know I'm trying to learn how to put things in words, because I've grown up, I kind of like also being shut down and not supported emotionally, spiritually in any way, like not understanding why we're here, struggling. That's been my search for, like, why the hell are we here? Like, since I was a kid, and you guys might have the same experience, but like, I remember asking...
They put me in a crazy school for it.
I know. I remember asking, like, my relatives, like, I didn't even have the words, like, what do you regret? What do you regret? Because I just know that at some point you're growing up and everyone's connected in that world of wonderment because you're kids and everything is amazing, magical, and fun. And then at some point you flatline because you got stuck into the world's consciousness. And then you go in and out of it because you're caught in that matrix, I guess you could call it. And there's some that are, and I feel like I'm trying to help people remember and call our people back. is, I guess, a thing.
Yeah.
Like, hello, like, all those people that are like, oh my God, is that you?
That is it.
Because you said like, when you were a kid,
so adorable.
when you were a kid, they weren't supported. She was just reading the pictures, like he's screaming inside.
Yeah. Oh, it's because he showed it to me the other day.
That is so cool. And
But
so
it reminded me of that. So she was saying like I was put in a crazy thing. Like
I think we need to do something on the podcast and have our pictures of us as a little kid.
And I think that we should do that picture where our most beautiful adult selves are actually holding our child selves. There is that.
Yeah.
And I would love
we did.
And I would love for our children to be holding each other's children's hands and our adult hands.
That's so cute.
Because that is actually the work of those children that we are here. They're all happening right now, actually. And I think it's really beautiful. What when I look at Star, I look at her and I see a lot of you. And I love you so dearly. You are so special beyond the words that I can put. Like, it could make me cry. Like, when people hear me talk about you, they're like, sounds so, like, gushy. And I'm like, that's exactly how I feel for her. Because I really feel that she's so sacred. Like, she's like a jewel here on earth. And they threw her in in the rug and, like, in the mud. And it got tossed around. And it's kind of like, well, wait. Where is that diamond? That's literally how I see you. But I look at Star and you just birthed, you materialize such a beautiful being with sass and creativity and gentleness and so physically beautiful. She looks just like you. And with such kindness and sass, like it's all of it. It's kind of like it's her own thing. And I love that. And then I look at her and I think of Matthew, and Matthew has that same kind of qualities.
I think our kids are that way.
Yeah,
I think, I mean, they have...
Mine's still emerging, but...
but she has
It's the newer technology.
Oh.
She has it. Helping discover the answers to the
No, and she's like, you should see her at daycare. She's like leading the older kids, like, go on everyone, let's go.
I love that. And
That's
like,
so cool.
She's got so much
gritter. She's a gritter.
Hopefully nobody will, when I was like a kid, I had a certain energy like that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to call it back because...
I am calling it back.
Let me bring it back. And then we had a...
DJ, bring it back.
Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna have to do the rated R warning on our podcast. We have to.
Is it for children? No, but they're welcome.
Not kid friendly, but
What is that?
We just talked about it.
at your own risk.
Yeah. It's like, children are beautiful. Okay, DJ, kick it. The lost art of scratching.
I love it. You should scratch. I'm gonna break the cardboard box thing, spread it out, and start, breakdancing. Oh, Matthew's doing that. We do this too. It's adorable.
Yeah.
No, but
do the little.
Yeah, he would do it. I have videos of this. It's pretty adorable. I actually did the same thing with Matthew. I told him he could fly. I told him he could see colors that were not here. He will tell you. I also told him that I might dissipate into nothing when he was like 5 years old because I would time travel and I might not come back.
Way to terrorize.
Yes, and he would be like, well, okay. But you're still my mommy, right? And I go, yes. And he tells the story even better because he goes, I remember when you told me this. And I was very hungry. I picked him up from school, but I came back from a nap, from a travel. And then it wasn't the timeline. So I freaked out and I went to sleep back in that timeline. And I came back and it was a real fear. That I was like, am I going to come back to the right timeline?
This is like straight up like Endgame. Marvel.
Oh, did that happen? And I watched it. Maybe I just didn't get it.
Remember like when they were testing it comes back, Paul Rudd like goes in, was it whoever?
Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite films. And
but
maybe
comes back as a baby, it's like, nah, wrong, send it back. Comes back as a teenager.
But
like
knowing
braces.
that you're gonna come back, even to 2 years ago, I would wake up every day and check if my son was there. I would check underneath my sink to see if I left. The rock that would tell me that I'm in the right place. You know what I mean? Like those type of things, you think they're silly and they're like a joke, but it's like when you're like coming back and you're like, wait, am I in the right place? is my son like a psycho in this one? You know what I mean? And it's like, and that's when he was little, I would tell him, I might not come back. Like, but I love you, I'm always in your heart. Like, those type of things. And it's like, he's like, Mama, crazy. She always came back. Like, he says it now, and it's really funny to hear. And I'm like, that could have been really traumatizing. And he goes, you know, it could be, yet I never felt that way. Like, I could, and he says it really beautiful. Like, we'll have to have them on the show, our kids on the show, because we can hear them through our, we see them through our eyes, but to hear them share their love through the way they see us and perceive us. The way Matthew talked about me to someone, and I overheard, and I was like, wow. Like, he was like, she's so crazy, but I could always feel her love through all these things. Like, a memory that's very faint for me is so vivid in him that it's like, he watched Elf, and he wanted to make the crazy spaghetti with the chocolate. And I was like, yes, let's do it. And then I just went all in, and I had everyone. Yeah. And he was like so excited to try it. He tries it. He was like,
It's the same.
And I'm like, how is it?
The maple syrup.
And he goes,
my gosh.
It's really fun, but it tastes so bad. And I remember, I'm like, okay, well, let's throw it away. He was like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And I just dumped it, and we made something else. And it's one of those memories that he felt like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble because, we did this. And I'm like, no, it's just those tiny little things that our children really feel our love and joy and being immersed in their childlike joy.
This is exactly where my parenting skills improved, because I think
You're limiting?
Yeah, because I'm like, I kind of try to balance. Yeah, I think she would benefit from structure.
I think that she would.
Good.
Yeah. I think that. Go ahead.
No, I agree. Like, both are good. It's just,
But grandma's really the structure too, right?
Yeah,
Like
grandma is
so it's like
excessive.
let's add this to the thing. Like, Star is not just wandering like a hippie in Venice. She has grandma like reeling it in. You know what I mean?
Didn't do a lot of things because I'm like, oh no, grandma is like literally to the point where it's overly. I realized, and I love grandma. She's great.
It's excessive.
Shout out to grandma.
It's like military. I'm like, grandma, if you're in the military, you'd be like the top chief because no joke.
I feel like I'm like that too, by the way. I don't judge me as a parent. I always, Matthew will tell you, since he was little, I'm like, hey, I'm not perfect. You were just born. And I loved you the best I could, but like, I did put you close to the microwave. I did my best. Yeah. And I'm still winging it, doing my best. I think he appreciates that honesty.
That's good. I mean, honesty is the best thing.
I'm also militant in many ways. I'm not just like happy-go-lucky. Like, I can be very Chandon. Shout out to Chandon. He was like, we were talking, and I was just like, I was like coy, like asking a question, and he goes, Sahar. He was like, you are a perfectionist. You are, and I was like, I am? I think I'm so chill. He goes, no. You have, and I wish I could remember every word. I'm sure I wrote it down because I went home and I really sat with this. He goes, you have really high standards, which are really good. You have really good intentions for the earth. He was saying that I was a perfectionist, and that really helped me drop into a little bit like, okay, well, let me have a little grace for my son. He is really
be a little more flexible.
Be a lot more flexible.
Perfectionism is coming from it's a result of like poor self-worth, not being.
But that's the thing. I didn't think that I was a perfectionist, so that was an awakening. Exactly. That's the.
No, I definitely was.
Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't see it. So to me, that was real love from Chandon in that moment, because he was able to deliver it in the way that Sahar understands. Yeah, you are. Perfection was like, wait, what? I am? Because it would have been Sahar. You are. Like, we wouldn't have done. I'm like, no, I'm not. But it was in that moment of like, yeah, you are.
Like, wake up.
Yeah, but it was with so much love and so much truth in that moment that I'm like, Because I was trying to smooth out my relationship with my son. It's really good, yet like I'm always constantly looking at ways how I can improve my relationship with you or that person, or how I can be smoother in my delivery. Like I sent you that message. I'm like, hey, I apologize for coming up so sharp in the morning, trying to get that message, and then Nico saved the day. But it's just like when I have time to sit in it, my intention was not to rush you into something. I actually really don't like rush energy. So to be like, hey, hurry up, tell me. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm a nail girl.
No. I don't need you to look it up right now. I don't need you to look it up.
I don't need, yeah.
No, okay, I'm just going to ask you this. Do you know what this is? No. I don't want you to look it up. Just tell me what you know. No, just tell me what you know. Okay, just what you know.
but I'm really mental right now. I have to look at it. I'm like, no. Tune into, and then I was like, okay, Jay, just tune. What did I say? Tune into your heart. I'm gonna write. I was showing you the
I'm already like so mental.
I think that's what I started. That's where I started. I was like, I really needed you.
Tune into your heart. I'm gonna draw something. What do you see?
I'm gonna draw this shape so you can see it. And I could see that he was feeling it, and then the mental faculty was so activated that he literally. And I was like, let me speak to Nika. Let me speak to the child in the room. Yeah. And she was like, actually, this is what it means. And I'm like,
these are the sandwiches.
Yeah.
Got your left.
Shout out to Nika.
I got a first tooth like falling off. Maybe hasn't fallen off yet. Yeah,
that's cute.
Like, Nico, what color was it? It was blue. Okay, what kind of blue? Kind of like that. And I remember
is it this blue or this blue?
Watching it from like 10, 15 feet away, and I was like, it's happening.
She spoke so clear. Like
no, I just watched it. Like just very deliberate, like not missing a beat. Like this, and I was like.
This happened at Costco with another child too. Like children are really supporting.
Children at Costco, especially, it's a thing.
And her parents, his mother and his grandmother were shocked at the amount of how he was so serious. And I go, do you know what this means? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, is it this or is it this? And they were just like, shout out to Costco like a week ago. Little Devon, yeah.
This episode brought to you by
the local children
of Costco Wholesale.
Yeah, non-sponsored by Costco. If you want to sponsor me or us, because you're my favorite, just shout out. You know.
I want to say Trader Joe's. Please sponsor me. I love Trader Joe's.
I really want to, but we're not limiting to. We love all Trader Joe's. Just saying.
Yeah, same with Costco's.
Peace up, bless up.
And you know what? Back to what I was saying, when I was a kid and then, I felt like I had the power was within me. I wasn't, you're a kid, so you don't really have, filters and crap, and you need the guidance. But I was really close with this, family friend, but they're like family now because one of my uncle married her, but we were like best buddies, and we would do all kinds of things together. And I really needed someone. Like I guess I needed a bunch of things, but I needed love, and I needed a friend, and I needed, that kind of thing. And blessings to my sister. We're getting all personal, but my sister's coming from a different planet, vibrational place. And I believe, she kind of. Gosh, I don't know if I'm hesitating because we're recording.
I think that you should totally. This is so good because we honor everyone that we speak about here, but we always give them the space. You're sharing your experience, and you have your right to share your experience, while always honoring and respecting the other person.
So let's just say she's on a serious healing journey, and and she's got her pros and cons. I've tried to be supportive of her based on her stories. However, she's also been, let's just say, simply jealous, and so she would sabotage anything and everything about that I would do. And so she said some things, I guess, to the friend, and I must have been no joke, I don't know, between first and third grade or something. And from then on, she just turned on me because she believed whatever my sister said. And because of that, I internalized something that it's almost like I lost my power. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to explain it, but I remember losing the thing where, because I feel unstoppable. I don't know what the word is. And so I'm trying to call that energy back because it's like the thing we come in.
You're calling the energy back.
Yeah. Thank you. Yep. yeah.
So, blessings so involved. So, anyways, and what I was saying about the whole different versions of ourselves. So, like, for instance, if, if there's so many infinite versions of ourselves, as they say, right? So we have, like, the old version that's just, it's not good. It's got all these, compared to the newest version, right? So the old version is what I was seeing with some of our people that we know, that like they are not getting better. They have a sickness, and I'm telling you this because you might, and so sometimes they'll recall their sickness and go, no, I can't do that because I've got this sickness. Can't have that because I've got this sickness. And so
Isn't that a Disturbed song?
You're keeping
Yeah.
What's that?
Sorry.
It's a song.
The Sickness? Disturbed, the band that's like... the best.
You know this. You know that. You know
So anyways, I was thinking about our people. I was thinking also myself too when I get pulled in, and I'm like, and that's when I started studying really hardcore about it. Just kind of, I guess when you're ready or whatever it is, I just kept seeing stuff. And so self-concept, identity shift, blah, blah, blah. And basically you just have to jump. You just have to be the vibration of the self that you want. And the practice is to remember. Otherwise, whenever you're having the negative experience, in my opinion, is when you're back in that old reality.
But what is remember, right? Because it is a practice, but when you have this awareness, I think it's our job, it's our duty, honestly, in a loving way, to say, how do we access that? Because it's so easy to say, you just gotta remember. And it is simple, but what is to remember?
And this is what they need to do.
Reassemble. To remember, it's in the words, is to reassemble the parts of you that you've forgotten. Not the parts humanly that you've forgotten. You are reassembling light energy, codes from all of it. And what you're talking about is whatever happened was so traumatic to you that your light got dimmed. In layman's words, right? Light got dimmed. So therefore, it's like, it was almost like one of the bigger disappointments in that, to where the heart kind of has a little void there. It begins that. And it's always in childhood, because we are so sensitive to the fine, that the dense energies of earth and the betrayals of earth are so like deep. They're so deep.
Oh, that was a mic drop.
Yeah, so basically that's all I was saying, to keep it simple. And there's a lot of ways to do it and all this stuff like that, but I mean, the way that I did it, or the way I explained it, is like the practice is like remembering or being the vibration of like, oh, this is, who am I now? Where am I now? What station am I now? Like, no, I'm like, what did my best version self do? How did I get out of it? Like asking yourself those kind of questions, remembering like, this is who, and you also like creating, because you're like, this is who my new person is. This is my, so if you have so in the practice of it, if I find a situation happening that I don't like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I'm having an issue. This person really bothers me, or whatever it is. There's so many angles to look at that, right? You could be like, okay, the karma, the this, the that, there's still a lesson. Or, I'm sick, I'm never going to get, you can also just kind of embody your newest version self. Be in that vibrational frequency and let that go. You can also heal that person, but I'm just saying you can easily, if you continue to remember that this is where I want to be, this is what I like to experience, this is what I like to feel, instead of what we normally do is, oh my God, I don't want this. Oh my God, this is happening again. Oh my God, I don't want this. We're fueling energy one way or the other. We're geared for survival, so we do that. But if you gear yourself and train yourself, like, you know what, I'd love it if it goes down this way.
Yeah.
Is what I was saying. So like that's part of the whole identity.
And I love that. I love what you're saying. And actually, personally, I've had experiences with you to where, I mean, you're one of my favorite teachers of love and the spiritual sciences. Yet something that you've said to me, and I don't want to butcher her name right now. Something Skolshin.
Florence. This is so fascinating. You both brought that up today.
Yeah, well,
these things are not just coincidences.
But it's just like, I remember listening to her, and I was not listening to her. I was experiencing her. She was just talking, and I would be in a full-on trance.
I remember.
But it's like you were the avenue for that. but you were also someone that said, I get massages every week and I get my nails and this and that and all these things. And she was like, and you were just like, this is what I want to be doing in this scale. So therefore I am aligning with that. And I'm like, I've always heard that, yet I saw it embodied. And I was like, well then my desires are this, so therefore this is how I move. So every time I went to a place, people thought I owned the place. And I'm like, okay, good. That means that there's something moving in that direction. What would be, 3 things that you think, Kathy and Jay, really, that would support the people listening and watching in this field of like, okay, this is where you want to be, embody this, and what would be 3 things that you could think that would be the top 3 things that would support people
that are listening to the conversation,
that are listening and really, because they're not listening. They're digesting not just our words, and you know this, right? You know this. We're not just speaking, but they're.
It's because I was watching way back Da Vinci Codes, way back, and I don't remember. It's not about the Da Vinci Code movie, but it gave me an idea, and I wanted to write a book. I always have ideas like book,
yeah.
And it was going to be what is your code, but the whole point was, well, what it says, like. If you don't discover that, and that's what I was saying too, like whatever your, we should know and or discover, be the thing we came here to do. I think that's one of my missions, like, because that's what I keep repeating to, when I talk to people, like, are you doing it? Are you doing you? Are you in alignment?
But is it one thing? Does it have to be one thing? I think that's...
No, that's not a one thing.
Yeah.
But like what I'm saying is, if you're in alignment with you...
But that's the key word, and I was going to say, like, that's what alignment is doing the thing that's maybe supporting the main thing, whatever that is.
Basically, if you are in your code, your alignment... Well, I mean, the world, you're doing whatever it is you do, which is a million things or one thing, or it's not what everyone else says. It's just like, bzzz, and then...
It's through your joy. That's why it doesn't matter what you do.
And then your light is a being, But I guess that answers one of your things.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's definitely...
Like, you...
Being authentic.
God, if you're here, and we've been talking about it all in different ways, what you said too, like, to be here... And it takes a lot to get to a place to say, and I feel that I'm in a place similar to say, it is a privilege to be here.
Amen.
Like, if you are not waking up recognizing that, which is probably, I want to say most people, we're not supposed to use the word most, but if you are not waking up going, God, this is another, like, I'm excited, like, I'm doing my thing, then you will be miserable. And then that's why you need to discover whatever it is you need to discover, like your thing. Like while you're on the planet, don't lose it. Don't leave the planet and be like, F it. Like I missed out. I was at Disneyland and I didn't go on a damn ride.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
It's exactly like that. And as soon as you said that, like I felt such, what's the word? Like ecstatic inside me. And this is the quote that I thought of. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse your teeming shores. Send these, the homeless tempest toast to me. It really makes me think that we have an opportunity to awaken within ourselves all those loose ends, like when I hear this quote is to send your weak, send your poor, and then you said, God, here I am. That is a privilege. That is a privilege to say, here I am. On your knees, on your back, on your hands. I thought of you being on your hands. You love going on your handstands and your little legs up. You know how you do your J thing? Hi, I'm Jay. You go, floop. And then your legs are up. What do you call that?
Oh,
a handstand?
Yeah, a
handstand. Or cartwheel? Cartwheel.
No, but you get on your hands. Like, it's a privilege to be able to be here on Earth and,
And I do feel that we are, I'm saying we because I feel like
we the people.
it's kind of like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, wake up, wake up, wake up. Like, when you see people and you're like, are you here? Like, I don't know, I don't think most people have roboted, as you would say.
Roboted is awesome.
But no, I love it.
Well, I was seeing you do this, and I'm like, did they concretize in there?
And this is what, you should read that too.
Yeah, this is when you were speaking of that, I saw it today, and it's Carl Jung, of course.
I love how we both pulled up quotes.
We pulled up quotes, yeah, and it was...
I love it.
The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are, and it really spoke.
Bam, bam, hashtag what? Sound.
I love that. Can you send that to me?
Yeah.
Something that I share with my students every time is, we are here by divine appointment, and we are here. We are God's way of loving the world. We are God's way of loving the world, and something that our school teaches is, it's our character, our spirituality. Is it our school or maybe another school? Maybe it's my other school.
Did we do the 3 things to leave?
No. Jay, what would be one thing that you would say that would encapsulate all of the shenanigans, but really so people can feel this value of love, of joy, of freedom, really unshackling in so many ways, and to stepping into, if there's a little bit of fear or hesitation, to stepping into that, like, okay, I can do this, and I can digest it by, practicing these 3 things with grace.
I think Sahar touched on it several times, and we've had this conversation, right? It's like, and maybe I've seen it other places. Actually, it'll come back to me. Maybe David Guillaume's one of those, but it's like it's having more joy, and actually that connects to sort of what you were talking about, like being authentic, and you really like exercising is your authentic code. What's sort of executing, I'm trying to use the technical term for it, but I think it's just discovering, if you don't know what it is, but discovering what brings you joy and doing more of that. And that could be anything. It could just be like, I go for walks on the beach every day that I can. It brings me a lot of joy. It regulates my nervous system on top of that, and then I think these are almost sort of like you say, these are the prerequisites for the deeper codes or teachings to kind of land.
I just want to say this before, if I may, before we move into this. For those of you listening, watching, that are a little mental, right? And you go, but how do you find out what brings you joy? Let me make it really simple. Try a bunch of things. Even if you think that you're not going to like us, you might be surprised what you actually like. And maybe even go back into what you liked when you were a child. Or maybe the things that you didn't like when you were a child, you might like them now. So just try, live life, don't hold back.
Don't be a perfectionist.
And I have another idea too. Since we talked about that, and that is really important, the whole nervous system thing, the way that I see it, or I feel like I'm seeing something, is like, since we're part of the whole oneness of everything, if we're, where have I seen it? It's, when you look at the physical body, it's actually one of the systems. Is it the lymphatic system? Yeah. Where it's like, it's running through the whole. Yeah. I feel like when we're doing our thing, we're becoming that light frequency that's like, so that's why it's so important. You're part of the oneness, so if you're not opened for that energy to flow through, but when we're doing our thing, basically, when we're in our zone,
in our magic zone,
when we are like fully like doing what we love, and really embodying that, I think that's what we're meant to do. And it might be nice to end each session, even if it's just a minute, kind of what you just said, like, let's breathe in, let's feel the energy and breathe it into our nervous system, because if you're feeling the vibration of aliveness now, which am I the only one, or do you guys?
No, baby, we're in it. I just gave birth to so many things right now. Yes, we're in it.
Breathe it into every cell. Give yourself a minute to this is how I want to feel more and more. This is the energy of aliveness. This is like actual, real electricity, divine.
Yeah, you're grounding it.
This is massive service to humanity, because we're pioneering. There is something that I shared with one person. Source creation inner journey showed me Noah's Ark, and I laughed so hard and cried because it was like, how am I Noah? Like, like my limited perception, it was just showing you what Noah did, and it's just what's the word? The meaning of what that means is just bringing everyone in, because they're not going to believe that this is coming. This is here and it's coming, and we are pioneering some light to the new grid. We have already been in the new grid, and this is why the last 5 years have been so crazy for us individually. The last 3, the last 2, and the last one has been softer. Why? Because we're actually anchoring and kind of understanding and moving through, but we are saying, hey, get in the ship. But it doesn't look like Noah's Ark, it actually looks like a spaceship. Get in the ship.
Thank you for listening to Code Calling, a spiritual podcast with a twist. The views, perspectives, and opinions of the hosts are solely theirs and do not reflect those of any organizations and entities they may be affiliated with. If you like what you heard, please remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. We look forward to seeing you soon.